Hello, Gemini. It is time for your mid-June 2025 reading. We're going to start off with an oracle card. I guess this one wants to come out to see what your primary energy or theme is, and it is self-love. Are you punishing yourself for something? Are you feeling like you're not deserving of something? I feel like this is a time to put your attention, your affection to reinvest it in yourself. It could be that a lot of people or a lot of things feels like you're being split in many ways, or like you need to be paying attention to everyone else, that you may have been neglecting yourself. And it is time to give yourself that same time and attention, that same care. Pay attention to how you're feeling about things and how your body is reacting, and take your cues from that. You may also to be able to read between the lines more than others. Try not to overdo that too much and read more into something than there is. For some reason, that's popping through, so keep that in mind. It could be a form of self love to like just take things at face value, maybe in the second half of this month. And if that's not what they meant, then they should have explained further, right? Provided clarification. Let's see what the tarot has. We have the Emperor. Okay. So we have the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Cups. There's been some conflict here between mind and heart, or mind and feelings, mind and emotions. There we go. And this is where you are denying yourself. This Seven of Swords, which a lot of times it can feel like intellectual theft, or somebody feels like they're getting away with something. It could be false rumors and things like that that may be going on. I feel maybe what you need to do is take a break from social media, which may be really, really hard, or at least some form of it, because it's just hyping you up in a way that is siphoning your energy instead of recharging you. That's what I'm getting here. Is your energy is getting siphoned away and you've allowed it. So you need to set up some barrier or a reset. You need a reset of some type. That is going to be a form of self-love, which could be, again, taking that time away from social media if you can, or at least maybe restrict your hours using it, and you may find yourself feeling more refreshed, more connected to your community or to your people. But right now it feels like you're just scattered. All right, let's look at the full cards. Starting off here with the Emperor, which again is about boundaries, is about setting terms and expecting people to abide by them, and you to abide by them. You also have to abide by your own boundaries. The Emperor is like the father of the tarot, the leader, the top dog, if you will. This is somebody who knows how far to push things and when to pull back. They have that control. They have that experience. This card also represents Aries, so if you have an Aries person in your sphere, this may be somebody you could go to for advice on how to do this or what to do. This is somebody, or this card again represents those controls put in place to help you grow, but also prevent you from growing, falling off the cliff, if you will. So you know to go to the cliff, you just don't keep walking. As a toddler would just keep walking, right? So that fence would be there and it'd probably be back 30, 40 feet. And then as they get older and they learn more about what boundaries are and what to look for and to mind where they're putting their feet, then you can move that up until you can just remove it altogether, because they're just going to go maybe to the edge, but they're not necessarily going to just keep walking and fall right off, as long as you're paying attention. So you, at this point in time, you need to implement some sort of boundaries for yourself, or some sort of checks. Possibly, again, dealing with some sort of social media, whether that is time frames or just cutting one or two out until the end of the month. Then we have this Ace of Cups. That's going to free up your energy, or calm you down enough, if you will, to inspire some sort of new emotion or connection to someone. Or maybe it's going to take something to um, a deeper level and in a way that it hasn't before. Because aces are new. This is initiation. This is the first step. This is that first glance, like, oh, they're cute. I want to get to know them a little better, kind of a vibe. Now, is it always with a person and is it always romantic? No, not necessarily. This could be an idea that comes into your mind now that you have time to just let your mind wander and let things come to you, where it sparks your imagination and gets you excited, and there's an emotional reaction to it. And you just want to dive more deeper into those emotions, feel it more, explore it more, and see if it's something that you might want to think about incorporating into your life. But it is just those initial stages. And then we have this Seven of Swords here, which is somebody who is trying to sneak away with as many swords, as many ideas as they can get into their, in this case, little backpack type thing. I feel like this is something that you've been feeling. Because you may, as a Gemini, you just may be more, when it comes to more agile when it comes to communicating with people. So you're able to think on your feet, so to speak. I am not one of those. So this could be the feeling that maybe you could talk somebody into somebody, or get them into some sort of circular pattern or something where it comes back around and around so much that they get lost in what exactly you're talking about, or what it is they might even be agreeing to or disagreeing with, that you can talk them into it. So deceiving somebody else in a way. Be careful with that, because that will come back to bite you, and that siphons your energy. It brings it into a very negative space, which is a low energy kind of a vibe, which is going to put you kind of down into the doldrums and kind of the icks a little bit. So just be aware. Maybe this is something that you haven't recognized that you do. It might not even be something that you're fully aware of as a possibility. It could also just be something someone else does and you've picked up on it, but you haven't recognized that pattern within yourself until now. Until you've taken the time, given yourself time to see what's happening here, and to maybe adjust that so that you can stop. And it feels like one way or the other it is going to stop, whether that means somebody is going to be cutting you off, blocking you fully with this 10 of Swords. Tens in general are about a completion, the end of a cycle, maybe the end of this bad habit that you may have. This is a very definitive end. There is no going back from this. It does mean that there's brighter tomorrows, because this is the lowest low, if you will. And this is not all of your life in general. This is going to be in one specific area, and maybe even specifically this person or this scenario where this has played out more often. Maybe you have been gaslighting somebody in some way. They're going to know that. And this is the consequence, is they're done. It's done. It's over. There is no more communication here. There is no more going back to say something else or trying to talk them out of something. It's done. And you're going to have to deal with that fallout if you are not careful here. There may still be this fallout, but it's going to be a direct result of this kind of behavior. But it could also, well, and then we end here with the Page of Cups. This is a fresh start. This is a new beginning. Something that you're interested in trying out, that you're emotionally engaged in. And it's probably related to whatever this was over here with the Ace of Cups, that has you intrigued. And now you want to learn more and see where this could go. You want to at least gain enough information or enough experience in exchanging with this person or with this process or whatever it is that has you excited here or emotionally connected to find out, Do I want to take this to the next level? Is this something, if this has to do with education in some way, for example, do I just want to learn surface level? Do I just want to take like community classes or just something like that, like a one or two thing, just to learn more about it to see if this is really for me? Or will I want to sign up for college classes or something like that? Take it to a deeper level, which would be the night phase. But this is that first exploration and the excitement, and your imagination could be going wild here. There's just this flow, being in this flow of intuition and creation kind of a vibe here. So maybe this just has to happen in order to free up that space for you to be in this kind of energy. And maybe you're even seeing that the writing's on the wall because you keep trying to, this behavior just keeps going back and forth. And maybe it's possible you're not the one who's doing the gaslighting and things like that, and you'll be the one that ends the situation. Fortunately, I am feeling a little bit more like for the majority of you, maybe. You may be the one who's unconsciously doing this, and when this ends, you're going to see that's something that you no longer want to do. And maybe that's what triggers this page of hearts, or this page of cups here. What inspires you to look into this more? All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you for your mid-June update. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.